that is not America, Russia or Europe. Right? And they had some plans. When they saw the Iranians going over the top, that actually slipped away. Now, during meetings in 2008 and 9 in Vienna and Geneva, you saw the Iranians walking around in little closed groups with nobody talking to them. And their attitude actually began to sort of, at least on the diplomatic floor, began to change. And they weren't getting the votes. People weren't reading their papers. And so forth. And that's the rather subtle way in which these things tend to develop. Now, I'm pretty sure that it would be much more difficult for Iran to throw a spanner in the works in 2010 than before, if only because the Americans have been sounding much more reasonable than they did under President Bush. It's therefore not so easy for a country like Iran to be able to hold them up as the big bad bullies. So it's that sort of personal human thing. And I keep on saying this, that nuclear weapons are about human beings and their decisions and their lives, not just abstract.
Want to say something?
Yeah, I'm going to wind up then because we're going to talk about action, but yes.
I was just going to say that one of the questions was about kind of will we be taken seriously. I spent a lot of time at Greenham Common during the 80s, and it was very interesting. This was very much against the land-based missiles, and it's interesting that they removed the land-based missiles and put them to sea. Now, I think it was a lot to do, there might have been all manner of reasons, but I suppose I tend to feel that they did that because they were fed up with this bunch of women getting in their way, basically, and they were very fed up with the fact that it was international. I mean, there were people all over the world who were all over wherever there were cruise missiles and various other nuclear weapons. And there was a lot of activity against those, and it made it easier for them at sea. It wasn't the answer we wanted, but it was the start. It meant that they were actually, it shows that people power can have an effect.